Hello guys, I'm going to tell you of how I started to like animals. So when I was first about 4 or 5, my grandma had a couple dogs. Then they died. So then she got a dog when I was 2. And I still remember her named Nellie. She's still alive. She's at my grandma's house. She's a girl, and she's from 2012. And she would kind of like be a little bit mean because she's kind of really old. We got her, she was like 13. And some of the stuff is kind of embarrassing to me. And then my grandma's uncle passed. Then she had a dog named Buddy. Then she gave her dog. He gave her dog Buddy to her, and he is about 47 right now. And so my dog Chief, one of my dogs, scratched him on the eye on accident and blinded this one and had its right eye pulled out. And then there's 3 dogs at her house because my dad lives with my grandma. Oh crap. Oh no. 1 second. When'd you get a cut in the tail? Oh, where's Lucy? She's on my shoulder. And then when I was 6, I got Chief when I was 8. When I was 6, when I was in 1st grade, my teacher, Miss Stockwell in Spring Hill, had brought over a couple turtles. And I really liked one, so I got one. I can't remember what I named. Yeah, I named it Squirt. Because like Squirtle and Pokemon. So then I got it. I started to get into reptiles. Right here is Spot. Let's set him down. Then I have Lucy. Well, I don't want to hurt her because she's stuck. And I got him when I was... So then my dad found 2 turtles. I didn't name them because I didn't know what to name them. I ran out of names. I was like 7. I didn't know which names I didn't play anything. I would just play with my cousin and play on the Xbox. On my neck. And then I got a couple other turtles because I really liked it. It was a box turtle. Then I got a couple painted turtles, and then we found another painted turtle in the road in West Virginia. My dad did. Found 2. Then I liked it a lot. Then when I was 7.5, I got this guy, Spot. The worst injuries he's had is his eyeball got cut open because I was holding him and my sister knocked him out of my hand. And I tried to catch him, but then my fingernail accidentally hit his head. Then he fell down backwards and hit his eye on the vent. So then I looked up some research and helped him. And then I got Lucy here the next 2.5 years because I really like Spot. And Spot is 3-4 years old. He's a boy. And this is Lucy. I'll try to get her. She is a girl. She's newer. She's about 3 months. And she's a girl. She is... Oh my gosh, which type? It's in my book. A fox gecko. She's a fox gecko. Then he is a painted gecko. And she has painted on her tail. It's hard to see. It looks like black because the lighting's bad. I'm in my sister's room because it has the best lighting in the house. It's way better than me and my brother's room. And then about 2 months and a half after I got Lucy, my stepdad found a snake at his work. We watched that. It was really short. It was like this short. We watched it for like a month. I didn't know what to feed it because I know a couple people who have leopard geckos, but I mean snakes. I didn't know like what to feed it. So I watched some videos on snake discovery and other videos on all kinds of videos. I didn't know what to feed it, so I fed it some of my crickets, and it ate those. It was a small gardener snake. It was a gardener snake or a python. Not a python. It was something. I know it was a gardener snake or something. But Spot's like won't move that much, but I just looked on his tail and he has a huge cut on his tail. That's just shedding. Stuck to his tail. Looked like a cut. Ooh. Got it. Just old shedding from a couple months ago when he shedded. Then Lucy, she's a girl. Spots bit me multiple times. It kind of hurts. It doesn't hurt that much. Just like a snap. The worst time it's hurt is when he bit me in the chin, the lip, and the nose, and the ear. And this is the ear I have surgery on. And scars on. Because I just have cuts on both ears. And he bit this one and he fell asleep in this one when I was about 7, 8. And Lucy hasn't bit me or hurt me yet. It just kind of hurts when they like dig their nails on your skin. But otherwise, I love reptiles. And I'm begging my dad to get me another turtle because I really like turtles. And my friends Owen and Danny, they're brothers. They found their dad found at his dad's work, they found a small painted turtle. They had no idea what type of turtle it is, and I looked at it, it was a painted turtle, and they didn't have any food for it, so they didn't feed it for like 3-4 days because it was a wild one, they didn't know what to feed it. So it was like cold for like 1 day, so they let it go, and they don't get any TV or electronics ever. So I had a couple extra boxes full of not candy, turtle food and like floating food and like pellets of food and stuff. They can also eat small fish, like guppies, about this big. Ooh. And they also like stuff too. And a shout out to Snake Discovery. She has a really good channel. I really like how she has the American alligator. And I like all of her animals. And this year is just getting harder. School. Rather stay home and play with my geckos. And I've had a dog for about 6 years, named Mr. Peabody, because we got him when the movie that Mr. Peabody and Sherman came out. And we have Benji, which used to belong to my grandma, then used to belong to my cousin's mom, then used to belong to someone else, and used to belong to someone else. And we got Mr. Peabody as a rescue dog because this lady was gonna put him to the pound because she was about 80, about 9 years ago. I got him when I was about 3 or 4. And I can remember a lot of old stuff. And like my grandma used to have a lot of dogs when she was younger, about 30. Right now she's 60. And when my dad was younger. And the snake would like to crumble around me, but Spot, he has an issue with his one nail. This one right here, his nail is like chipped off. It's always been chipped off, right? This hurts him, right here. And this eye has a cutter in it, so his eyes is always shut. Sometimes it's open more, sometimes it's not. Starts bleeding every single time. I looked up some stuff. I didn't know what to do. But oh my gosh, ow. Where is she? But otherwise, this is the story how I got into leopard geckos, animals, turtles, and snakes, and dogs. And my grandma, and I don't really like cats. I do and I don't. The reason I don't is because like how they can claw you and stuff, but I do like them because how they purr and like they're nice. The only reason I don't like it because my little cousin Gracie, she's not my cousin anymore because her and my uncle got married and they got a divorce because she was cheating and stuff. But that's a big different story. And she threw a tiger, because my aunts had Tiger, Lola. She had one before. Then she had kittens, 8 kittens. Then they all died except one. Then she had Taboo that died when I was about 4. Then she got another cat, Tiger. Then he had 8 babies. Then they all died except one, and she named it 7. And this other person trying to adopt it. Because they live by around my grandma's house. and they live in an apartment. And when I first got Spot, he was my favorite friend. I would always play with him. And this is Lucy. I think my brother and his friends are here because we have to babysit them. Oh, nope. Probably just the other school. Hardware tutorial dresser. And this is the story how I got them. I think they are. Yeah? Yeah? Bring here. Okay. Bye, thanks for watching.